parts should be readily replaceable or should be made thicker or longer life. In case where galvanic corrosion or electrochemical corrosion takes place, in that case the area of anode should be larger than the cathodic area, because if the cathode area is larger, it will have it will need more number of electrons, which ultimately leads to oxidation of anode, from where the electron releases and metal is converted into ions. Thus, for if a galvanic cell or electrochemical cell is developed, in that case the anodic area should be larger than the cathodic area, as we have seen in the factors affecting rate of corrosion. In this design, we can see the tank design, where on the left hand side it has corners of well sharp corners where the dirt or impurities can accumulate. Then next, as shown in this diagram, there are two different parts inside and outside the tank where the dust can accumulate, thus it is a poor design. In the second case, it is curved, so inside there is no accumulation of dirt. So this is a good corner from inside but poor from outside, because from outside below the tank there is a place where the dirt or impurities can accumulate. So to minimize the accumulation of these dirt particles, etc., we can have the shape, we have to reduce this shape from inside and outside both. And the fourth type of structure, where it is shown that the base of the tank is somewhat little bit than the original diameter of the tank. Thus it is a good design from inside as well as outside, because all the impurities or the dust particles are drained out. As we have seen, cathodic area should be smaller and anodic area should be larger. Welding should be continuous. No presence of crevice between the adjacent parts should be avoided. Again, this is another example of different designs of articles which are used to prevent corrosion. On the left side it is a bad design, on the right side it is a good design of articles where all the impurities or dust particles can flow down and does not accumulate on the surface of the articles, and therefore stops the metal from corrosion. These are the different corrosion protection techniques followed in industries. For removal of oxidizing agent, boiler water treatment is used. For prevention of surface reaction, as we have seen, the cathodic protection, that is sacrificial anodic method and impressed current method is used. For surface inhibition of surface reaction, chemical inhibitors, that is your inorganic, organic inhibitors, and pH control methods are used. In case of protective coating, organic coating, paint can be used, cladding can be used. Metallic coating, for metallic coating, electroplating, galvanizing, metal spraying, as we have seen, are used in industries. For non-metallic coating, anodizing and conversion coating methods are used. For modification of metal, alloys are made, stainless steel, cupronickel, at high temperature alloys are used. Modification of surface condition is done by maintenance to remove corrosive agents, designed to avoid crevice, designed to avoid reactive metal combination. Hence, as corrosion is a reaction between the metal or alloy and the environment, any method of corrosion control should be aimed at either modifying the metal or the surrounding environment in which the metal has to be worked out.